Hey guys, Luckfuck here and welcome to another FIFA 20 player review, and today we're reviewing the 86 rated foot headliner Sbc Tammy Abraham of Chelsea. This is a fantastic looking card and I was able to complete SBC for in the region of 10,000 coins, and in the 4 games that I did play with, he scored me 5 goals and didn't get me any assists. It's also got himself a 3-star big foot as well as 3-star skill moves. Moving along into some stats, his main stats will be his 91 positioning, his 91 finishing as well as his 92 strength, and finally his 89 reactions, and it does also have the finisher chemistry that applied to this Tammy Abraham card. So of course the second batch of foot headliners are out. There's a few good cards: Aubameyang, Sterling, Wijnaldum. Some of them are like the same rating. Like Aubameyang's card is the same as his player of the month cards, I think, for rating. I think Royce has got like another 90 rated card. I think Sterling also has another 90 rated card. I might be wrong in saying that. Maybe my memory's not good enough, I don't know. But yeah, some decent cards obviously there, which is pretty nice. And hopefully over the course of this weekend I'll try and get on to reviewing some of those. I wouldn't do any of them now though, because I don't like their prices are fluctuating so much. So instead, we're just going to do the Tammy Abraham SBC for tonight. And also, guys, just a quickly note for you guys, the thumbnails on the channel may like decrease in quality because I'm going to start making the thumbnails now on the channel. My GFX designer BYN Gaming has been fantastic for me all throughout FIFA 20 so far. Sadly, for personal reasons, very soon will not be able to continue like making thumbnails on the channel. Maybe over the next 1 or 2 weeks, he still might make like a few thumbnails when he can get chance for me. But after that, he's not going to be able to. Instead, I'm going to be going back to making the thumbnails. And but what he does plan to do is actually train me to get better at GFX designing, which hopefully means that the thumbnails, when he has gone, will be a lot better done by myself. But I just want to, if he is watching this video, thank you very much, man, for all the designs you have done for the channel over FIFA 20. It has been very much appreciated. And also, before we get just any further into Abraham, I also just picked up myself a Samsung Tab A today. I might unbox that tomorrow on the channel as like a bit of a fun, different video. I don't know if anyone would like that, but I don't know. We might do that. Anyway, listen, let's focus on this Abraham card. He's brilliant. He honestly is. He's a fantastic guy. I look at this card and I think, apart from a few, like his balance and agility, maybe not quite the best, but though this is Tammy Abraham, you can't expect his dribbling to be the best. His stamina at 77 is alright for a striker. 3-star, 3-star, 3-star big foot, 3-star skill moves isn't the greatest, but it's actually not too bad at all in game. I mean, 5 goals in 4 games is a brilliant return. He didn't get me any assists, but at the end of the day, as a striker, as long as you're scoring goals, I'm happy with that, and I think anyone else would be happy with that. But for me, like, his finishing stats are out of this world. I mean, obviously with the finisher chem style, both his positioning and finishing both go to 96, and also his shot power goes to 99. And despite his weak foot, his preferred foot is the right foot, but he was still banging in like 1 or 2 goals with his left foot and like drilling it past the goalkeeper very well. His shot power is so important. I've actually gone on, like, the more I play FIFA, I've noticed that shot power is such an important stat this year. As if you can generate so much power, the goalkeeper just doesn't stand a chance. It doesn't matter if it's 84 Kepa or 97 Team of the Year Allison, the goalkeeper just doesn't stand a chance if your strikers have got amazing shot power. And Abraham does have that. And for me, his first pro, as I said, yeah, finishing 5 goals in 4 games, great return, scored in every game for me. And that to me showed consistency. So I was very, very happy with that. His second pro as well will also be his strength. He's got a good build to him. I think he's like 6'4" in height, 6'5" in height, which is also amazing. Now, a lot of people may say, does he feel clunky as a result of that? Well, we'll get on to how he feels dribbling wise in a second. But his dribbling, his physical is fantastic. Only 48 aggression. I mean, yeah, he isn't really like an angry player, but he's a bit more angry than 48. I think he deserves a little bit higher aggression than that, but he has got the 92 strength, which goes up to 97 as well. And combine that with really, really good height, other players just don't stand a chance. He's just such a giant on the pitch. He just bullies players so well off the ball, and it really, really is good. And also his pace isn't actually too bad either, coming in at 84, which is obviously very good as well. So he doesn't feel slow either. And I look at his dribbling, and some people may say, well, does he feel clunky? He doesn't feel as smooth as, like, let's say, for example, who's a smooth striker. Sergio Aguero's got like a good agility and good balance. Team of the Year Sadio Mane, for someone, like, just to name players, for example. He doesn't have like the amazing agility and balance, but actually he does have some good dribbling stats. Like 81 dribbling isn't the worst, 87 ball control, 87 composure, 89 reactions. Actually, some of his dribbling stats are really good. If you're still concerned about agility and balance, you can obviously put a chem style to increase those stats, and you can quite easily get agility into the 80s with a chemistry style, and even get his balance up into the mid 70s. So actually, he doesn't feel like that clunky. and the fact that his strength is so good means that he doesn't need to have good judgment, because his strength kind of allows him to just kind of barge his way past opposition defenders and stuff like that, and get through and score goals. And obviously the fact this is also a potentially upgradable card. Now, Tammy Abraham will get a winter upgrade. Typically, winter upgrades happen around about early February, and usually the Premier League is one of the first leagues to have the winter upgrades. He will get an upgrade, in which that case, this card would go to an 87 rated. The chances are Chelsea at some point between now and the end of the season, probably at some point, in my opinion anyway, they will win 4 games in a row. There is another upgrade for Abraham, and I think he's good enough and he's shown enough consistency this season to be able to get himself at least another inform, another man of the match, maybe even a hero card and stuff. So I think this card will, I'm going to call it now, I reckon I'll have a 90 rated card. Forget about team of the season at the moment, this card will go up to 90 rated, and the fact that it only costs 40,000 coins, in my opinion, I'd recommend doing this SBC. It doesn't matter if you don't have a Premier League team, if you do have a Premier League team, no matter what your situation, for 40,000 coins, I'd recommend anyone doing this SBC. I think he's well worth that, in my personal opinion. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.